ladies and gentlemen, the 25 minutes of absolute tripe that you're about to see was supported by Patreon. Thanks to Alan, Billy, Blizz, Brett, Caleb, Chen, Christoph, David, Edia, Eric, Gary, Joey, the other Joey, Christopher, Matthew, Miguel, Mike, Mathaldu, Rodrigo, Sack Chief, and Z for their support. If you want to support my channel, links are in the description. Enjoy the video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima, and I'm here checking out NightCry. I haven't done a Vita game in a while. It's mainly because there haven't been any interesting ones. It's either been cheap ports from Matalaika, or games that are basically identical to ones that I've already played, like the Word Search ones. I think there was one that was like $2.99 from the Limited Run Games people. I think it was someone else actually. But yeah, it wasn't very interesting either. So when an actual proper like horror style game came along, I'm like, oh, let's actually check that one out. I'm going to warn you right now. This is garbage. This is utter tripe. This is every adjective, synonym, I should have said, synonym for terrible, imaginable, right? I've been playing this for an hour, and as soon as the clock hit 60 minutes, I just stopped. Because, my god, this is horrible in so many ways. We're not even going to bother loading the game, because most of the shit that I want you to see is actually stuff that I've already seen. So we're actually going to start a new game, and we're going to retrace my steps over the last hour. With that said though, let's take a quick look around. Problem number one. I knocked the damn cable out. Whoopsie daisy doodle. Problem number one is that the load times are actually really long for some reason. Problem number one is that the load times are actually really long for some reason. I'm not going to claim to know why. There's this one segment when you first start a new game that is like a 45-second load time. It's unacceptable. You can change your display message and your display language and your voice language to English or Japanese, which is nice. I'm keeping it on the English because the English voice acting in this game is something to behold. Not really, but it's still terrible. And you also have a history option, which lets you see your endings, your horror, and your game overs. I'm surprised I haven't unlocked any of these yet. I have been killed once, and yet nothing's happening. Also, I just realized this menu is really freaking weird. I can't navigate using the analog sticks, nor triangle or square, and the only button that does anything is pressing down, which immediately starts the menu going all the way back down to the bottom again. No, my analog sticks and my D-pad aren't broken. Must not have any sort of dead zone on the sticks whatsoever. This is just 11 different kinds of bizarre right now. Alright, we're going to start a new game. Now, I just need you to remember, they don't give you any sort of story brief or anything. Okay, never mind, you see this. And what's going on with the bottom right and the top right corners, and the top left corner as well? Those are some weird issues. I think that's culling issues, where because a bunch of the water was missing. Oh, is that meant to be a load bar? That took me a while to figure out. By the way, if you're thinking that the UI is unusually dark, it's not just you. Look at her hair! Look at her hair! Just jumping all over the place.
I just need some air.
I see. Let me know if there's anything you need.
Yeah, I will.
Forgive me for talking over the voice acting there. So your controls are actually pretty simple right now, except they're also a bit weird. So we're talking Resident Evil style presentation. Watch this, by the way. So it seems like every time I walk back across this floor here, the game feels the need to autosave. And I've actually made this trigger 4 times in about 2 seconds. It's actually very easy to do. Also, yeah, the camera is an absolute tosspot in this game because it makes it very hard to actually navigate properly. Also, there's some weird shit you can do. Like, for example, watch this. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna moonwalk into the guy.
Sure is hot in here. Could you take my
Wait, where did you get that jacket from? You weren't wearing that, what the hell?
Yes,
Also, that doesn't look like a jacket, that looks like a towel.
Here's your number tag. You'll need it to pick up your jacket.
Right. Thanks.
Oop, just turn around for no reason at all, why not? Do you have anything else to say? Because this game does that really annoying thing where
By the way, have
you need to talk to
seen
people at
Harry?
least twice.
Who?
Oh, sorry. Harry is a friend of mine. He's tall, short hair. I didn't see him anywhere at the party.
Someone came and left down the hall a moment ago. Maybe it was him.
Okay, thanks. It's through that door, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What the hell is wrong with her head? Anyway, so the game's controls are actually relatively simple in the grand scheme of things, at least in this adventure mode. When we get into the later modes, it will be unpleasant, but basically you use the L and R button to swap between objects, and then you can go up and press the circle button to interact with them, or you'll just walk straight there, i.e. Look, there's the save trigger again, i.e. the moonwalk. But the thing about the controls is that they're inconsistent. You can actually walk into, like, certain objects sometimes, and the focus will automatically swap to them, but not always. Yes, this makes the game way more annoying than you might think. I was watching that cutscene and I was thoroughly confused as to what the hell that was meant to be. Is that meant to be a bloody shoelace? I know it's meant to be blood, but it looks more like a shoelace to me. So you can go up and interact with objects. You do the slow saunter. And of course, there's a loading time between literally everything. The loading times, as I said, are really long and really annoying because they really get in the way of gameplay. Also, magical disappearing door. That's supposed to be a door, but for whatever reason, the texture is just gone. I saw the texture once and I've never been able to see it again. Look, it's not even the texture's gone, it's the whole door. You can see there that the floor just disappears after a certain point. The entire door just isn't rendered. What the hell? And yeah, this is what I meant by the camera, by the way. Also, you keep moving in the same direction, which means you have to lift your finger off and hold the button in the direction you want to go. Again, it's the whole tank controls converted to regular controls in a game where the camera angles get changed. Also, you may be noticing that the game's performance is really stuttery. Get used to it. Yeah, also, the camera angles just, half the time they don't make any bloody sense. Can't you just make like a better camera angle, or just give me an idea of when the scene is about to change? It's so hard to control this game. It's unbelievable. No point going to those matches yet, because we need to talk to this guy who has his eye submerged in a Bunsen burner. To be fair, he does actually have a reason for it, although I'm completely unfamiliar with the idea of sticking your fake eye in a Bunsen burner. Also, does this guy, like... He has 2 eyes. So why does he have a fake eye in a Bunsen burner? I can't hear it. There's a reason why I haven't bothered to put my sound on for this one, and I will tell you as soon as the cutscene is over. Acting! I need to put this down, it's getting heavy. By the way, we have to talk to this guy again to actually be able to get off this floor. Moonwalk! Oh yeah, and of course, some of them don't even have, some of them don't have voice acting, and you have to go through those manually, because of course you do. Let's go get those lighters, matches, sorry, not lighters. So yeah, you can't even pick them up until you... Oh, fuck me, it happened again. Alright, so this is what happened the first time I played through. The inventory just doesn't show up. Like, it's supposed to show up in the top right corner of the screen. You're supposed to interact it by touching it, but it's just not there. So we have to return to the title screen. But you know what the worst part is, though? The game hasn't saved. So we have to go back to the title screen, load the game back in again, hope that the inventory actually works this time. Because for some reason it never works the first time. Wait, chapter 2? Oh, you better not have. No, we're back here. Thank God. It said chapter 2 and I was worried that it was actually going to put me back where I saved, but no. We have to go and make just this walk again, because of course we do. Thankfully we can skip cutscenes by pressing the X button. So let's talk some more about why this game fails on every imaginable level. There is a tone going on throughout the entire background of this prologue. This tone is consistent. It is really high-pitched. It took me a while to notice it. And it gave me a headache. You might not even be able to hear it over like me talking and shit, but it's there, and it is It is just loud enough to give me the worst headache I've had in a while. It is unbelievable. I don't know who did the sound design for this game, but they need to be thrown off a bridge. Because, seriously, just this loud, continuous tone that just sits there for no reason. Like, everything after this, well, everything after a specific point at least, is silent. There's no, like, really high-pitched tone. See, there's the inventory. For whatever reason, it works the second time, but it never works the first time. Alright, matches. Light the Bunsen burner. It's annoying that I can't just select the Bunsen burner normally, because that'd be like the only use for the matches, but no, they make you go and select it in that weird inventory menu in the top right. But yeah, you get the idea. It also gives you a hint that you can use some items on yourself, because this is a tutorial section. But no, now we get to just wander down this really long hallway. And I'm going to talk about the stuttering, because it's there and it's bad. It isn't horrible at the moment, but it is there and it doesn't really make the game that pleasant to play. But once we start getting chased down by the gigantic monster, yeah, that's when we'll know. Also, we have to talk to these two. Oh good, it hasn't picked up that I actually want to talk to her, so I have to come from this angle. There we go. Yep, no voice acting here. This writing is fantastic. I apologize for skipping past it, but there is absolutely nothing of worth here whatsoever. It's just that Harry's looking for us, and he's on the lower floor. Which means we need to take the elevator. I feel like I've missed something story-wise. Like, why is this woman floating 2 feet off the ground? Oh, I forgot about that. There is no reason for this old woman to be in here. Except for to make us feel weird. Feels like she really needs to shit. Or at least it looks like she really needs to shit, the poor thing. But, yeah, but I feel like I've missed something. Like, there's a cutscene or two that I've just completely missed. Because there just doesn't seem to be that much story going on at all at this point. Which is bizarre. I'm guessing that's kind of the point. But I feel like you should probably put in some effort to make me care about this main character. Like, I saw this main character design, and the first thought that crossed my mind was stereotypical dumb blonde. And I got to admit I was pretty close on that one. She's not absolutely retarded. But she's not great either. And she has, like, no personality whatsoever. Oh yay, surprise cutscene. The worst part about the surprise cutscenes is that they make you wait anywhere between 10 to 45 seconds in order to actually watch them. Also, what's wrong with her eyelashes? They look like they're a bloody centimetre or two completely off her eyes. Also, is it just me, or do all these, like, little scares here seem completely random? Like, in comparison to... Like, I know I'm being a bit rough on the game at this point, but seriously, it does not get any better than this. And look, yeah, save trigger. As soon as I saw that, I thought to myself, this guy's gonna fucking die, and I'm gonna start getting fucking chased by a dude. I was 100% correct. Oh. No. I said it before, and I'll say it again. This is one of those cutscenes that you need to, this is one of these people that you need to talk to twice. So now you talk to him again. And he... Nope. Hang on. Well, no, don't select that, because for some reason, despite the fact that I'm right in front of this dude, and for whatever reason, it selected the not the slot machine, the drinks machine. So now I talk to him again. 45 seconds. I'm pretty sure that's what I counted this load time at, but I could be a bit wrong on that one. So I'm just going to put my Vita down and let it happen. Can you tell that I've found absolutely nothing redeeming about this game whatsoever? Okay, that wasn't 45 seconds, but it was a pretty long time. Second load screen? I don't remember seeing that. Okay, maybe I was wrong with my first estimate, but yeah. If this is the sort of load time you're going to give me for a simple cutscene for an area you've already loaded... Yeah, guys.
Don't get yourself worked up now. Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
What? You think a soda will get you on my good side?
Hey, you're thirsty, right? Here we go. What the?
What is it now?
Well, something's grabbing my hand.
What?
I said something inside here grabbing my hand.
Oh, Harry, the Gregory Peck Act is a bit outdated, don't you think?
I'm serious.
I don't want to give the game too much shit, because it's on the Vita, so I can understand why there'd be a certain limit to how the game displays stuff. But that cutscene right there was atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Alright, so here's how the chasing works. You basically need to go and find somewhere to hide. Also, you may have noticed that the camera swung around 180 degrees there, because, well, the camera in this game sucks. But also, you can run in this, but the game says that the screen edges will go red if you're running low on stamina. It doesn't. Also, if you hold the X button to look behind you, for some reason, when the camera resets, it makes you run backwards. Which makes no sense whatsoever. Think about it, you're running away from a dude, you press the X button to look back, and then when you press the X button again, or when you release it I should say, to keep running forward, you will run directly at the thing you're running from. Here's one more reason to hate the game. Don't worry, it's coming. Wait for it, wait for it. Surprise quick time event! No, I'm not even joking. This quick time event is horrid. Oh yeah, by the way, you can fail that. Yep. You absolutely positively can fail that. You know what the worst thing is? More surprise quick time events, but this one requires the touchscreen. And I'm dead. Yeah. QuickTime events that swap between buttons and analog stick at random with no warning that you have to touch screen on that one, by the way. Combined with everything else. Oh yeah, and by the way, game didn't save, so I'm all the way back to the beginning of the chase scene, but frankly, I could not give a toss. Everything about this game is terrible. Every last bit. And yeah. I could not care less. Do not buy it on your life. Especially on Vita. Didn't this come from the guy who made, what was it, Clock Tower? Thought he'd be better at horror than this. But yeah, I'm done. Yeah, what a waste of my damn money. Thank you for Yeah. I got nothing. This is horrid. This has been Blue Maxima, and I will see you all next time.